Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foster Kyuujin cosplay, and today we're back again, guys, with Steins Gate 0, episode 20.
Of season 2, technically.
Steins Gate 0.
Steins Gate 0. Oh boy. 4 episodes left for this whole show. Well, 5 if you can count the OVA.
Yeah, and we sort of find back our Okarin, guys.
What?
We found back found back a mad scientist. Sorry for my English.
Yes, well, we don't have the scientist back. Like, it's not Okarin slash Hohoin Kyoma. Jesus, my Japanese.
Well,
it's not Hohoin Kyoma, but it's an Okarin that sounds a little bit more like the one from season 1. You know, the one that's been through the trauma but is willing to start doing that again to save
and he's not
the
gonna
others.
give up no matter what.
Yeah,
So
he's made that promise. So.
we're happy. Sad but happy.
So last episode we basically convinced Maho and Daru to help rebuilding the microwave. Everyone found their own motivation. It was great. We built it. We went back in time, but we did not manage to save Mayuri and Suzu again. We now know that the other one in the bike helmet who got killed by Kagari a few episodes ago was the doctor, Reyes.
Reyes.
She was working with the American company.
Dorpa.
Yeah, Dorpa. Anyway,
Dorpa.
The company, and she showed up on the roof, and the professor showed up, and he called his guys, and they destroyed the machine again. So it's a loss, but Okarin is not losing hope. He made a promise. He was willing to let Mayuri and Suzu go this time, so that's a step in the right direction. Now we just need to focus on the professor and make sure they don't destroy the machine before they leave.
Because they are not supposed to die in this timeline. Damn it!
They won't.
And they will.
Well, they
not.
will, but eventually they won't.
Please.
So Okarin is motivated and he's doing this. So I'm all in with him. I will follow him to the ends of the fucking earth in this show. I swear he will do this.
Which is why we're so happy, because we found our Okarin back. The one who's not
Sort
gonna
of.
swallow in sadness in a corner.
At least we found one with motivation.
Yeah.
With willpower.
I'm just sad that's gonna face trauma again.
Now I'm just
And
waiting.
again.
I'm just waiting for. Well, yes, but he knows what to expect this time, and he's motivated to stop it. So he's willing to do it. So that's different. He's not desperate, not yet, anyway. Now he's going back slowly towards the Okarin that we know, and I'm waiting for the catchphrases, and I'm waiting for perhaps a change of costume. Maybe not now, but towards the end. I don't know. We'll hope for it. So I say we jump in this episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see the other, episodes in the show, if you want to know when they come out, and if you want to see the full reactions to these, check out Patreon. The link is in the description.
In the meantime, let's watch it, guys.
Let's go. Oh boy!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking cry. This was so good.
Since we do know that everything's gonna be fine at the end of it, I know that I'm so sad that Durkako is dead,
Yeah, you
Yuki
didn't cry.
is dead, Mayuri, Suzuha from the past are both dead, but there's still hope. He's back at it. Somehow his mind from 2011 is in 2036.
I think I cry. I got teary-eyed over this because it was the first time it happened with him.
Durkako?
With Kako. And Okarin was losing it because it's more death, and it's not. He's always been impacted and traumatized by Mayuri's death, but after the first few deaths, they kind of brushed over the other ones, because we got to see we saw it the first time and we got emotional over that. So it's kind of like that first time, even though I know eventually it will all get settled. The emotions were raw and the music was beautiful, and yeah, I got teary-eyed a little bit, but I did not expect this episode at all. I know in the comments people are saying, you're talking and stuff about what might happen, but don't forget that it takes him 15 years to send that message back in time. And I'm like, no, we don't forget this.
Now I can understand why it took him 15 years to send that message back.
He's 25 years in the future, so somehow he's gonna manage to go back, or we'll see. But in any case, we never forget that it takes him 15 years. It's just that in the moment, we get excited about what the character does next, you know? So when we see motivation, we get excited about that. And yes, we do react kind of like he's going to make that machine tomorrow and do this.
I mean...
But still...
In our defense, though, when we first understood that in the past, in 2011, they got like enough fuel to go back 1 year in the past with a time machine. I said, okay, so he's to find the motivation to send that message from now.
Yeah, but no, he sends the message 15 years.
But that's the thing. But now everything does make sense. Why he's in the future when he does the message?
Well, yes, you know? But even then, he's not gonna send the message now because it's 25 years in the future. He sends the message 15 years in the future.
But
so we need to go back 10 years.
He's gonna back 10 years using the time leap machine, but it's only 48 hours.
Or he goes back to 2011 somehow and just goes from there. I don't know. I did not expect this, but it's a twist that I really appreciated. Well, because it just brings in so much drama, and it makes us finally see these characters from the future that we've glimpsed at and talked about, but never got to see. Mm-hmm. It broke my heart though. Like I was convinced that somehow when he used the machine, because he's been having more and more headaches whenever his reading Steiner works. Yeah. And he's been he woke up in the hospital too. So I was convinced that this time that was what happened. You know, he went back and he fell into a coma and he stayed there for like 25 years. I was like, oh fuck, that's terrifying. That's terrible, and it's so tragic. Not that what actually happened is not tragic.
He got tortured.
But, yeah, I know, but at least I know that Okarin fought. You know, I know that Okarin still kept, going forward, that the future Okarin was just as badass as Daru, that he was in charge, that he was trying his best to change things. You know, I know this. And he fought for a while, and then yes, the 11 years he spent in this coma, in this sort of state where he's not there, he's alive but he's not there, is bad, and the torture thing is really bad. But at least I know that our Okarin did it once. You know, he kept going forward. So this Okarin that we have from 2011, whose consciousness was put back in this body, could do it too. You know, I know he could do it too because the other one did. Mm-hmm. So, and we know he's gonna do it because we saw for season 1. In any case,
what did you think about everybody's future self?
They're
because we knew about
Ferris didn't change.
She didn't change at all.
Her meow is a little more dark. Meow. Yeah. Rukako is like, fuck. He aged well, and he's badass and all. I think it's all the emotions also from, the flashbacks and knowing that he never really considered himself a lab member till Okarin showed up and told him, "Are you fucking crazy? You've been a lab member from the beginning. You're member number 6." Like, it's the fact that he's been training with the sword over and over again, the techniques we saw from season 1, the stuff that we laughed at because it was a joke, it was funny. He's grown so much, and now we see him die, and it's really sad. But at least it gave Okarin, and I know it's kind of a similar speech to what I said last episode, but at least now we got the motivation to do something about it. The thing is, what's interesting about this twist that they did this episode is that now they're gonna have to do things differently somehow. They're gonna have to go at it with a grain of salt. Like, we're gonna have to work with future data, use the machines from the future. I don't know what they can do, if they can send him back further than before, and if they're gonna work. I have no idea, but now at least he's been to the future, he's seen what happens, he's met the people from there, he's got an idea, because that's true. When he was saying, he never really believed that the future was gonna be that dark. Yeah. I don't remember if we talked about it, but I remember thinking about it, how he knew World War III was coming, and yet he wasn't doing anything. And I was like, dude.
It's a thing to being told over and over again that something's bad is coming, that people will die, the world will be destroyed, and everything that you knew would be just erased.
Yeah, but it felt like he didn't believe it.
Seeing it firsthand is completely different.
Well, now at least that's the thing. He cannot escape from the truth that Suzu told him before. Yeah. He's seen it, so he's gonna do something about it. He's living it, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what those future machines are gonna do, but I love this episode. I love that we got to see Daru. I love that we got to see Suzu as the warrior, you know, in the future in her element.
Okay, now
Ferris
that you
and Suzu
think
and
about it though,
Rukako.
technically, Mayuri died in the past.
Yes.
So the whole future thing with Kagari never happened in the first place.
No.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But where's the little girl Kagari from the future? Because she's supposed to be there in the future anyway.
Well, probably dead. I don't know. Like she was, or she's been, you know, taken by the professor still. Who's to say? Like it's just when Mayuri wasn't in the picture, so she's not linked to the gang somehow. I don't know if it's gonna matter, because we're going back anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's gonna matter.
Everything is changing.
No, but I mean, this episode, everything changed. But I think this episode worked to finish, you know, convincing Okarin that he had to change things.
Needs to do
I mean,
something.
we did say last episode that he's doing it for selfish reasons, kind of. Like, he wants to change things, but for, you know, to save Mayuri and Suzu. But he still never, he doesn't really mention the war. He doesn't mention the future. We talked about him being the hero, and he did say, you know, he wanted to protect his timeline, but it's more, you know, in relation to saving Mayuri and Suzu than saving the world. But this episode helped convince him to do everything, basically.
Because
and
the
I
world
like
went
that.
to shit and he needs to do something.
Yeah, because it's not just Mayuri and Suzu.
Not
it's
anymore.
everyone. So I love that. I mean, basically, we had the first step last episode, him wanting to redo the traumatic experience he did before in order to save Mayuri and Suzu. And then this episode, we had him be convinced that, okay, not only do I have to redo this, but I have to redo this for everyone else, you know, because that's what's gonna happen if I fail. So it's not just for Mayuri and Suzu, it's for everyone. So I think it's just finished pushing him towards his goal of saving the world. And I like that. And I love the twist, and I love that we got to see the future. And Rukako was fine,
Oh.
basically. Fine.
You know what? It reminded me of Itachi from Naruto. With the long hair and the sword and everything. Like when he was
Well, no
Inambu.
offense to Itachi, I think Rukako was better looking. In any case, so I'm very excited for the next episode. So I say we jump to it right now.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out right now if you want. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, Web the next one will be out on YouTube, which will be in 11 years, guys. We're so sorry.
Next week.
See you
Bye.
then. Bye.